this time by.
That's not one of her favorite moments, by the way. I was trying to embarrass her.
She's a tough one.
All right, so they start them 2 by 2 with Justin Brave on the inside of that front row. Lane Sunholm on the outside. Michael Fritz in the 2 car. And then we go to the 17 of Jonah Vick. That's your top 4. Everybody else grouped up 2 by 2 in behind. We have 12 laps down of our 30, so we're not even quite halfway there. As they pick up the speed coming through turn number 3, off of turn number 4, green flag.
Green flag is in hand. Green flag is out. It's Justin Brave on the inside, the outside of Lane Sunholm. Side by side, down into turns 3 and 4. Justin Brave holding that inside lane. Lane Sunholm trying to rev up that Scirocco on the outside lane. Here comes Michael Fritz trying to make it a 3-car battle.
And Justin Brave is making Lane Sunholm work for this one. Sunholm down the backstretch. Can he get enough of his car out in front? Brave says no. As Brave holds that inside position, making Sunholm work on the outside. Can Sunholm finally beat him into turn number 1? He does, but he can't come down the banking. So Brave holds on to that second spot inside of Sunholm.
Sunholm down the backstretch. Here comes Fritz now. Fritz trying to put some pressure on his teammate, the J2 Racing team, as Fritz settles back there into the 3rd spot. So it's Sunholm, Brave, and Fritz 1, 2, 3. Vic now trying to close in there as Vic trying to overdrives that lane there. Ooh, Fritz got way loose that time. The whole entire back end of the car came out from underneath. He lost a lot of space. So tough break for Fritz, who was closing in there, but gets loose and loses some space behind Justin Brave. But your leader, Lane Sunholm.
So Sunholm, who went from a well back in the field to take over the lead here as we're just past the halfway point of this 30-lapper. Is Brave still holding on to second, and Michael Fritz into that 3rd spot, and the 17 of Jonah Vick, your top 4. After that, we got a good battle heating up here with the 5 of Brad Thomas and the 3 of Toby Jenkins driving for Rod Helmuth.
Jenkins starting to figure out that car. The more time he has behind the wheel of that 3 car, he will get faster. The guy knows how to wheel a race car. We saw him just win the Hornet main event there. And probably a lot different style car with that Corvair, and I'm sure Rod Helmuth's got it set up pretty well, but that's a whole different ball game than the 4-cylinder Hornet he was just driving.
Oh, yeah, and it's a rear engine car. The question is it the Corvair that leaks oil? They all leaked oil for years because they had that aluminum engine, and that was their only demise because it was a great little passenger car.
Down the backstretch, it's still Lane Sunholm as he starts to approach the lap traffic of Ellie Musgrave, making her first ever start in a mini stock. We went up for the Youth Hornet division down there. Justin Brave and Fritz, though, still running 2nd and 3rd. Musgrave trying to settle back around. Oh, Brad Thomas pulled off the 5 car. So Brad Thomas, who's had some great runs, has the bad luck strike one more time.
So the 11 car going down a lap to your leaders of Sunholm and the 12 of Brave and the 2 of Fritz. And then here comes the 17 of Vic trying to do the same thing. We go back to the Corvair of Toby Jenkins, who drove the Hornet car to a win, but had to get back and get ready for his ride in this number 3 car. Rod Helmuth decided to give up the ride tonight.
Racing trucks over at Wenatchee with the Pro 4
right.
trucks.
That's right.
So he wanted both cars to be at the track, so he took his truck to Wenatchee, left a Corvair here.
He's one of the great guys for letting people race his cars.
He had Jim Herbie Cottrell in his truck last race out after Herbie got wrecked, and they actually got the victory last race out last weekend for the Northwest Pro 4 trucks. It's a great win for both Rod and Herbie.
So the 16 now, as we're looking for any kind of close racing, as we see Pete coming back out, Pete Jensen, excuse me, as he was on pit road, got a tire change and came back out. But the 16 of Travis Woodward is now putting pressure on Toby Jenkins for the 5th position as they head out of turn number 2.
Down the backstretch they go. It is Woodward looking to that back bumper of Jenkins now. Good battle for position as laps closing in. Just 4 laps left in this one. Woodward can look to the inside, but Jenkins is able to pull him down the straightaways as the power of the Corvair there, but looks like Woodward got a good run this time going down the backstretch. Down turn number 3, it is Woodward on the inside. Jenkins on the outside lane, side by side off of turn number 4.
The 3 car of Jenkins, the 16 car of Woodward. That's the battle side by side as we wind this one down as they head out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Woodward on the inside. Toby Jenkins in the Corvair on the outside. No changes in that front 4 cars. This is the 5th place battle, and it's still side by side as they come across the line. Toby Jenkins, though, in the Squires machine, number 3, able to hold on to that 5th position here. With just 2 laps to go now, 1 to go for Lane Sunholm. And the 12 of Justin Brave and Michael Fritz. But here's that battle for 5th, still heating back up. Travis Woodward and Toby Jenkins, the 3 and the 16. Here's the win for Lane Sunholm. Justin Brave, Michael Fritz in the 2 car, the 17 of Jonah Vick, and it's going to be Toby Jenkins hanging on to 5th, followed by Travis Woodward, Jeff Kessler, Dylan Byweld, and Pete Jensen blowing up just as he came across the stripe.